Peace, family. Welcome to my very first YouTube video. This was something I wanted to do for so long. Y'all have no idea. But, my ego was kind of just procrastinating and making up excuses to, not start, saying I wasn't ready and shit. So, here I am now because there is no perfect moment in the present moment, and it's never going to be perfect. So, anyway, I kind of just wanted to, share my story, how I got to where I'm at today, things I went through, and maybe, talk about some things that I want to talk about moving forward in the future, topics I want to touch on. But anyway, yeah, it's been a hell of a damn journey for me, Um, a lot of people watching this probably do come from my TikTok, so y'all probably know me already and what I talk about, what I'm about. The truth is, y'all, I started out making content on TikTok, just talking about spirituality and just spreading knowledge, self-improvement stuff, motivational stuff. I was doing that for about, 2 years. And, I got to a point, getting into my story, I got to a point to where I was doing that for so long, but I wasn't really applying that knowledge. Like I was talking the talk, just talking so much, but I wasn't applying that knowledge to my life. I wasn't elevating like I was supposed to, and it led to a dark, dark, dark place, family. It led to a very dark place. And, it ended up with me beating myself up constantly. It ended up with me being so hard on myself, calling myself a hypocrite, calling myself, all these different negative things. I was beating myself up so goddamn much. I dead ass hated myself, and it reached the point to where I was suicidal every single day. Every single day at some point, I would think about putting a pistol in my mouth and ending it all. That's how dark and hopeless I was. Right? So, yeah, basically, I was just kicking myself in the ass for not being better. And the more negative thoughts I would dwell into, it would just lead to more negative thoughts and negative actions and just a worse, state of consciousness, a worse state of mind. So, yeah, and, continuing my story, it got even worse, y'all. I actually, I reached such a low point in my journey to where I went out here and got myself arrested. I got myself in trouble. Like I dead ass got myself arrested, y'all. There was one night I just, I reached that point where I was just completely careless. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't give a fuck what happened to me. I didn't care about anything but taking my pain out on the world and sort of subconsciously hoping that I'd get myself in trouble because I thought I should be punished. Right? That was the whole thing. So went out here, did some stupid ass shit. Know what I'm saying? Got myself arrested, spent the night in the detention center, locked up. And that night was the turning point. That night changed my life, fam. Like I realized since I wanted to be punished, right? Since I wanted to be punished, I realized I didn't want to be punished like that. I realized I didn't want to spend my life in prison. I didn't want to spend my life in jail, locked up, just in those four walls, not being able to do anything, having no say, no freedom in your life at all. It's a horrible thing. I honestly, me personally, I don't wish that on anybody. I don't care what they did. You know what I'm saying? I don't wish prison, being locked up like that in a damn cage for anybody. Maybe it's just me. I'm a life path 5, so I desire freedom more than anything. I'm a free spirit, so, but yeah, anyway, I just basically realized that I don't want to be there. I don't want to be locked up my whole life. And I realized, I don't want to constantly be in a state of just depression and my own, creating my own personal hell to where I'm just miserable every single day. It's horrible, So that was when I got arrested. That was in June, right? And since then, right, I got out. I had to call my friend. I couldn't call my parents or anybody because they weren't available. I had to call my friend. He took me home and we talked a little bit. And from that point on, I had to do everything in my power to get my life together and to make the best case for, court. I got myself a lawyer and everything. I got myself a job. I had to do things like therapy and take medication and stuff like that, just to show that I'm working on myself and I'm a good citizen and, all that. But, yeah, like it's been a hell of a roller coaster for me from about June to October. October was the court date. I was making sure I was doing everything possible, to improve my case and to just improve my life overall. It was basically determined. The court date was determining whether I was gonna, go to jail for a longer amount of time and, whatever the other punishments, were possible. So it ends up that I was blessed by the ancestors, what I'm saying? I was blessed by the universe, and I'm grateful for that shit every single day. I ended up not having to go to jail. I'm on probation, you know what I'm saying? I'm on probation right now for 18 months starting, in October. It's December now. So, I'm on probation, just got to make sure I continue doing the same thing, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to keep doing that. I know, I was talking to a couple people who are more high level in their spirituality and stuff. And, they said, yeah, bro, you got a strong spirit team. You know what I'm saying? Like them ancestors were looking out for you. You know what I'm saying? Like I was truly blessed. And again, man, I'm just so fucking grateful for that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm so fucking grateful for that shit. I think about that a lot, man, because this is literally a second chance that I got in life. And also, right, given the fact that, we all have karmic cycles and trauma from past lives that we carry on to this life, you know what I'm saying? If you're human, just to make it clear, if you're human in this realm, in the 3D, in this world, you have shit to work on. You have certain things that you need to heal from, and you have certain things you need to learn about before you can transcend out of here. And that's facts. Okay, nobody is excused from that. That's why we're here, to learn, to experience, and to heal. But anyway, right? That whole little experience, man, it really came to my realization, like some of the things that I struggled with in my past life. I actually got a reading. I received a reading, a past life reading. And, it was so detailed and, it just resonated so much, with the things that I'm struggling with in this life. And it hits so deep, fam. I'm not going to get into that like right now. I'm going to save that for another video, but it is so deep. And, just the path that I'm on, man, it's crazy that I got a second chance. I'm going to make sure I get it right. You know what I'm saying? So, and part of that is me, just focusing on my purpose, focusing on my healing, my inner healing, and just making sure I keep progressing, I keep elevating, and not dwell into that darkness and dwell into the negativity and the misery, and getting myself in trouble again, making the same mistake twice. So yeah, part of this purpose, part of this journey is me starting this YouTube and spreading my light, being that beacon of light and inspiration to others who are on a similar path. Hopefully as I continue to heal myself, I can begin to not heal others, but get them to heal themselves, because that's what healing is. Nobody can heal other people. It's really just them healing themselves, right? You can learn and be inspired by other people's journey and progress and success, but it's always on them to heal. But yeah, anyway, man, I've accumulated so much knowledge. I've accumulated so much wisdom, and it's just been a hell of a ride, and I'm finally ready to share it like next level, on this YouTube platform. So, stay tuned for the content. I want to, on this channel, I want to focus talking about spirituality. I want to talk about self-improvement. I want to talk about mental health. I want to talk about physical health, you know, diet, and things in that nature. I also want to talk about like exercise. You know, you might hear me talking about workouts that I do. I might even show myself, you know, at the gym doing, you know, different workouts and stuff like that. But yeah, you know, there's many things I want to talk about on this channel, but I kind of just wanted to share my story and, you know, show you what I want to focus on, you know. But yeah, you know, we finally here, you know what I'm saying? We on our path. You know, I got a bright future, you know what I'm saying? I know this shit from within, you know what I'm saying? My destiny is beautiful. But yeah, you know, we finally taking that leap of faith and taking shit to the next level, you know what I'm saying? So I'm very excited, extremely excited, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, if you wanna stick around and follow my journey and my wisdom and knowledge that I spread, I suggest you subscribe.